Happy Halloween, everybody. If you can't tell, I am John Bender from The Breakfast Club, just kind of missing the long hair. But anyways, let's get to this movie review. Truth. This movie was directed by James Vanderbilt. This movie stars Cate Blanchett, Robert Redford, Topher Grace, and Dennis Quaid. This movie is based on a true story about the 60 Minutes episode back in 2004 that questioned the military service of the then President Bush and all the firestorm of criticism surrounding it that caused Dan Rather and Mary Mapes their careers. I went into this movie thinking the movie really focused on Robert Redford as Dan Rather, but he's really more in the background. He's in it a few times. This movie really focuses on Cate Blanchett as Mary Mapes. And the acting in this movie, I have to say, was really great. Cate Blanchett has a wide range of emotions in this movie that she pulls off wonderfully, and even Topher Grace finally made a great acting choice as a great character, and I actually really liked him in this movie.
Why did you get into journalism?
Curiosity. Why'd you get into it?
You.
And if you've ever seen the show The Newsroom, this movie has a very similar tone to that. It shows the fast-paced action of getting a news story out there and all the stuff that happens with that. Now, Robert Redford didn't really look like Dan Rather at all to me, but that's not a negative. A lot of times people will criticize the way somebody looks in a movie, kind of like Michael Fassbender as Steve Jobs. I heard a lot of people say, he doesn't look anything like Steve Jobs. That's not about how they look, it's about how they act. I would much rather have a great actor portraying a character, showing those subtle little nuances and whatever kind of emotion it is they need to show, rather than someone that just looks exactly like the other person but doesn't act it out very well. It's a movie. I want good acting. I could care less if they look exactly like the real life version of themselves. One of the only real negatives I had with this movie, and it wasn't really that negative, was the fact that the movie came across as very biased.
What we were talking about is you bringing your politics into your reporting.
I did nothing of the kind.
Where does politics not enter into this?
But again, that's a very minor thing. Also, I don't know if I would really consider it a negative thing because there's not really much you can do to avoid it. But the fact is, it is based on a true story. So if you're familiar with the story at all, there's no real surprises. You already know everything that's going to happen. You know where the story leads to. And because of that, there's not a whole lot of rewatchability to it. There's no twists or turns. It's not like they can just twist what happened in real life to change something. And as far as if they portrayed it super accurately, I honestly don't know because I think I was in junior high or high school when this event actually took place. And all I remember is my dad talking about how Dan Rather resigned and it was this huge deal and this news story came out that was false, but it's really all I knew. So it was pretty interesting to finally get the real story of what happened. You'll have to comment down below on maybe your experiences of what you knew what was going on when this happened in real life. And I would suggest seeing this movie at full price because it is girlfriend material. It's a good movie with great substance. Alright, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you're still not familiar with my movie rating system, please click the link above and check out my video on my rating system. And also, if you're still excited for the new Star Wars movie coming out, check out my video on my theories about the new Star Wars movie. And stick around after this for some more movie reviews if you can handle it. Go!